most unusual story about a black bear finding cocaine said to have been dropped from the sky by a smuggler.
Yeah, the story, which includes ties to Knoxville, dates back to 1985 and is now being adapted into a movie called Cocaine Bear.
But how much of the movie, or at least what we have seen in the newly released trailer, is actually based on what really happened? 6 on Your Side reporter Kristen Gallant finds out. Kristen.
Lori, this is video from the actual case in 1985. It's much different than the trailer I watched today to the new horror comedy. It's been the talk of the newsroom today, both the actual case and the movie trailer. The movie is loosely inspired by true events. Former Knox County Sheriff Jimmy J.J. Jones was on the case back in 1985 and says it's as unusual as it sounds.
It was almost like a movie. You know, you wouldn't believe it. You know, it seemed too good to be true.
Former Knox County Sheriff Jimmy J.J. Jones had only been on the force for a few years when the Metro Narcotics Unit got an unusual call.
The way the call came in was an elderly gentleman had called the dispatch and said that there was somebody in his yard, and he didn't look like he was moving, and that they needed to send the police out there to see what was going on.
That's Jones in the white short-sleeve shirt. According to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, former Kentucky narcotics investigator turned smuggler Andrew Thornton fell to his death carrying too heavy of a load of cocaine while parachuting. The story startling the Knoxville community back then.
I saw this parachute and a gentleman laying there on the ground. And Mr. Myers asked me what it was.
According to the GBI, the cocaine found in Knoxville was part of a trail left behind by the parachutist. Several days after he was found, a black bear was found dead from apparently ingesting the drug in the mountains of Fannin County, Georgia. Next to it was 40 packages of cocaine that had been ripped open and scattered over a hillside.
They put two and two together, and then we started tracking where the bags of cocaine were thrown out. And it was a multi-agency case. The FBI, the TBI, everybody got involved with it.
Jones said it was a case that sounded like it was out of a movie.
In 1985, there was a huge amount of cocaine. I mean, when you're talking about 300 pounds of cocaine in 1985, that's a lot of cocaine.
And although the new movie Cocaine Bear doesn't necessarily follow the case, Jones said he's intrigued by the horror comedy based on true events.
Oh, well, I'll watch it.
The movie Cocaine Bear is directed by Elizabeth Banks. It is scheduled to hit theaters on February 24th of next year. Bo.
All right, Kristen, thank you very much. By the way, a bear purported to be the movie's real-life muse is now on display at the Kentucky for Kentucky Fun Ball in Lexington.
It just gets better.
This does, doesn't it?
I know.
New building, there you go.
Can't wait to see that. The business claims to have acquired the taxidermy bear after a wild tale involving several different owners, including country music legend Waylon Jennings.